So today I was watching an episode of DJ Sabu and Penwell the Black Pen, and they were talking about how small business is a scam, right? And the scam in that is the fact that starting a business is not as easy as it looks. Yes, we will hear on the news that small business is contributing so much to the economy, but we're really not talking about where the scam is in small business. When you build a business, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. Like, for instance, you need to understand your market, you need to understand your niche. That is why a lot of business people, that is why a lot of content creators will tell you the same thing over and over. No, you need to find a particular niche. And if you're struggling to find a niche, it's probably because you are surrounded by people who keep telling you that that idea is not going to work, that business idea is not going to work, because there are already a lot of people that are doing the same thing that you're trying to do. There are already a lot of people that are offering the same service that you're trying to do. Therefore, they are creating a scarcity mindset where it creates this ideology that because there's so many people that are doing the same thing that you're trying to do, you cannot go into that particular market. It literally creates this idea that there's no more room for more people to enter. In my own understanding, I believe it is false. There is no such thing as an overcrowded business idea. There's no such thing as you not being able to pursue whatever idea it is that you're trying to pursue simply because there are way too many people over there. Instead of looking at it like that, why not rather look at it as, oh, if there's so many people that are offering that service, maybe I should try to do the same thing, even though obviously I will bring my own flair to it. Because if there are already so many people that are doing that as a business, and those people are actually buying cars, they're buying houses, they are paying people, they are contributing to the economy, they're paying themselves, they're paying for the school fees of their children, then that should tell you, oh, actually that business idea actually has a pulse. There's life there, and anything that has a pulse, there's life. And I think Vusi Tembekwayo speaks about it so nicely when he says, when you look for business partnerships, or when you look for business partners or brand partnerships or whatever it is that you're looking for, or even customers, look at, is pity, is there pity over there? Because if it's dead, then that means there's no pulse there. If it's quiet, then it means there's no pulse. But that's not always the case. And the reason I say that's not always the case is because they've got a different business model than a busy place would probably have, right? Okay, let me not digress. So back to the idea that a small business is a scam. What makes it a scam is we live in a world that is so instant. Everyone wants instant results. I mean, literally everything, it's just add water and eat. That's the world that we're living in. There's no more giving things time, and I believe that is not reality. People don't post their failures, people only post their success stories, which makes it seem like those success stories came instantly. And because it seems like those successes happened instantly, you end up being discouraged. The person who's on the other side viewing these successes, you end up being discouraged, and probably you give up on what you shouldn't be giving up in the first place. So to help you not give up, I'm going to tell you the tips and the tricks to sort of get your foot in the door. So one of the things that you need to do as a person who's in the township, who's trying to establish their businesses, who's trying to build a customer base, do not underestimate the power of social media. People are on social media literally every day of their lives. They are consuming a lot of content every day. There's people that when they wake up, phone, they are on their phone, they are on TikTok, they are on Facebook, they are on WhatsApp, they are literally on all social media platforms that you can think of. Do not underestimate the power of social media and having an online presence. Yeah, I've come to learn that having an online presence literally legitimizes you, because when people want to sort of give your product or a service a try, the first place they're going to go to, it's social media. Are you there? Are you visible? Yes, people will say, but I don't have like 1,000 followers. I don't have 10,000 followers. But it's not really about how many followers do you have. It's about how consistently you're creating the content that speaks to your that speaks to the service or the product that you're trying to sell. If you don't believe me, think about the times when you saw something over and over and you decided to give it a try, and because of that you're now a loyal customer to that particular service, to that particular brand. Think of Uber. It needed to have its first customer, same as Bolt. It needed to have its first customer. Now you have people that are driving for Bolt. They didn't just wake up and decide, okay, I'm going to drive a Bolt. They probably did their research and they found out, okay, this is something that I can actually do, or this is something that I can actually make use of. So after you've figured out your way in terms of partnerships and finding the right influencers to sort of help you build your product, build your service, also consider marketing and branding, because marketing and branding also has power to sort of put your product out there. For instance, Nike, when you see the tick, you already know it's Nike. When you hear the slogan, just do it, you already know it's Nike. You don't have to own a pair. You probably would end up with a desire to have the pair of Nike track pants or track suit. So, Footy, the nice thing about South Africa, we're so creative. We don't even call Nike anymore. We just call it Makutumana. We know why we call it Makutumana, but it's just nice to know, Guti, people would love your product so much, they will love your brand so much, they will also create their own names for your product, which is cool. Yeah, understand. So once you've sorted out issues like branding and marketing, you've sorted out issues like partnerships, you've sorted your online presence out, you've identified your niche, you've done all those requirements that would help you establish yourself or establish your small business. Don't forget, never stop learning. And when I say never stop learning, I'm speaking to things like customer feedback. Be open to getting feedback from customers. If customers are coming back to you and they're telling you that you sold me this product and I'm not happy with this product, use that as an opportunity to get insight in how people are actually using your product. For instance, bicarbonate of soda. A lot of people knew bicarbonate of soda as a tool to use for baking. Baker, right? They use it for baking, they use it for cooking, but here comes, my name is Mbali Nklapo and I'm your housekeeper. She's literally showing us so many ways that you can use bicarbonate of soda. So when you get customer feedback, use that as an opportunity. Open yourself up towards learning. Don't stop learning, because once you stop learning, you stop growing. Once you stop growing, you die. There's no pulse there. You're just living. So yeah, do make it a point that you catch that episode of small business is a scam, because I'm telling you, there's so much insight that you can get from Penwell the Black Pen and DJ Sboo. I think they're doing a phenomenal job for a lot of entrepreneurs. And also, before I close off, I was giving you tips of how to avoid making your business a small scam, right? I almost said a small scam. How to avoid it becoming a scam. Also, catch my podcast. It's there on YouTube. It's Market Survey with K Jesus, and it's a podcast where we literally debunk all the myths that are surrounding business, startups, black business, and it's actually a platform that you can use as a tool to build your business. We are growing together. We are not trying to keep people in the same position. At the end of the day, someone has to be a millionaire. And I think if you're still watching this podcast or you're watching this mini-yana video that I've put together for you, then you are well on your way to becoming a millionaire. So yeah.